If you love kebabs and if you love eggs, this is the perfect recipe for you. Hi, I'm Sharmi and today I'm making Indian style Scotch eggs. India has different variations of Scotch eggs and it is also a popular street food. Let's talk about the ingredients. So obviously the first thing we need is eggs. For the kebabs, I have taken some minced lamb, but you can also use minced beef or chicken. I have taken a minced lamb with a good amount of fat because you need that fat to give that flavor and the juiciness in the kebab. For the spices, I'm using chili flakes, coriander seed, cumin powder, coriander powder, black pepper powder, salt and garam masala. For the aromatics, I'm using onion, green chili, ginger, garlic and lemon. Green chili is optional, but if you don't like heat, you can use a milder chili like jalapeno, but you should use some because it will give a nice flavor. I will use a little bit of this lemon for tartness. The first thing is to boil the eggs. For the Scotch egg, I need a perfectly runny yolk. So to get the perfectly runny yolk, I'll start with boiling water. Let it come to a rolling boil. Now my water came to a boil. This is a perfect time to add the eggs. So I'm going to slowly place the eggs into the water. I'm going to put a timer for exactly 5.5 minutes. The egg will be more runnier than normal because I'm going to deep fry it in the second stage and that will cook the egg more. So I don't want to overcook it. 5.5 minutes is perfect for small to medium egg, but if you have a large egg, go for 6 minutes. It's exactly 5.5 minutes now. Now I'm going to take it out and put it under the cold runny water. So it will stop the cooking. Done. My eggs are cold now. I'm going to crack it and leave it in the water. It will be much easier to peel that way. Just see how easily it's coming out. The egg is quite soft. I'm pretty sure the yolk will be runny. So be very gentle when you're peeling the eggs because you don't want any cracks in your egg. You cannot make a Scotch egg with a cracked egg because the yolk will leak. I'm going to prep for the kebab now and I will start with the onions. So I'm going to finely chop the onion. I'm using a chopper, but you can mince it or grate it. So it should be finely minced. And now I'm going to take the water out of this onions because we don't want to make it runny. Take a muslin cloth and put the chopped or grated onions into it and squeeze the water out. You can see there is a lot of water in that and that will make the kebab mixture really runny, which we don't want. Otherwise it will not stick to the eggs. I will drop the onions into this minced meat. In the same chopper, I'm going to chop the ginger, garlic and green chili. We are going to mince them. There goes my garlic. So dump all the mixture into your minced meat. Now let's add the spices. Before adding the spices, I need to coarsely grind the coriander. I'm using a mortar and pestle. That's all you need. You don't need very fine. It will give a nice bite to the kebab. There goes my coriander seed, chili flakes, garam masala, cumin powder, coriander powder, black pepper powder. It should be coarsely grind, and our salt. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice for tartness. That's good enough. I'm going to mix this at least for 5 minutes to bind them well. It's almost 5 minutes. I will leave this mixture for at least 20 minutes to marinate. While my meat is marinating, I'm going to make a mint coriander sauce which will go really well with this dish. I'm using coriander, mint, 1 green chili, 2 garlic cloves, some lemon juice for tartness and yogurt. I'm going to take off the coriander stem because I think they are a little tough and I want a smooth sauce. I will give them a rough chop before putting in the hand blender. Mint, salt, some lemon juice and the yogurt. I will add some more yogurt and I will check the salt and the tartness for my liking. I think it's perfect. You don't need anything else. Just look at the beautiful sauce. It's looking so good. So I'm going to keep it in the fridge. Now I'm going to start with my Scotch egg. This is my breading station. My eggs are there. My kebab mixture is there. I have some water, flour, egg, and panko bread crumbs. This is basically an assembly line. I want everything need to be seasoned, so I'm going to season my flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. I'm going to season with little bit of salt and some freshly cracked pepper. I will add little bit of water into the egg to thin it up. And I will tell you why I'm using this silicone basket for my panko breadcrumbs. When I put the egg here, it will be so easy to roll and cover it with breadcrumbs. So now let's make the Scotch egg. First, I'm going to wet my hand with some water so that it doesn't stick to the meat. I will take handful of the kebab mixture and spread in my hand evenly before adding the egg. Take your egg, put it in the middle and just cover it. Squeeze them nicely, but be gentle. Your egg is very fragile. It will break. Make a ball. You can see that. It's ready now. It's covered completely. Now I will put this in my flour mixture. Roll it up. It will act as a binder. Otherwise the egg mixture will not stick to it. So then I will put it in the egg mixture and I will use my other hand for this. Then it goes into the breadcrumbs. I will just roll them. Cover the egg nicely. And if I want to do double breading, I will put it back in the egg mixture and then again to the breadcrumbs. Press it nicely so that there is no loose panko breadcrumbs and they fry evenly before getting too much brown. My Scotch egg is ready to be fried. Let's do the other one. So my Scotch eggs are ready to fry and I'm using a deep pan so that it can submerge and fry evenly. So let's heat up and add some oil. The temperature of the oil need to be around 150 to 160 degrees Celsius. Other way I can check. I will add a piece of breadcrumb into the oil and I will see how hot and how fast it's frying. So that will tell me that this is the right time to add the egg or not. So this is a perfect temperature. We don't need to cook too much. When it will be golden brown, we need to take it out. We don't want to cook the egg, we just want to cook the kebab. If oil is too hot, reduce the heat. Just look at this, nice and golden. Put it in the paper towel to drain the extra oil. So I'm going to make a quick salad to go along with the Scotch eggs. I have some julienne beetroots, I have some julienne carrots. Along with that, I will put some onion, some cucumber, and a squeeze of lime. So my Indian style Scotch eggs are ready. The outer shell is quite crispy and I'm 100% sure the yolk will be runny. So let's cut it and see. Just look at this. It's beautiful. The yolk is runny, my kebab is cooked perfectly, and the outer layer is so crispy. I can't wait to taste it. Dip it into some yolk, my dipping sauce. Wow, what a combination. Crispy outer layer, runny yolk, and the juicy kebab. And it goes really well with the minty sauce. The mint sauce cuts through the richness of the kebab and the yolk, and it's coming together so well. This is quite filling, so it is a complete meal by itself. Definitely give this a try. I'm sure you'll love it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.